What's up, guys? I'm FavorKnight13 and welcome to my very first ever Android tutorial. This is going to be the very first in a giant Android tutorial series, I hope. Now I'm hoping to make somewhere between 5 and 20-minute tutorials. I wanted, and I just say 20 because a lot of them can get really long based on exactly what I'm covering. Now I want to make these extremely short tutorials that just get directly to the point. This video itself won't. This is a basic setup tutorial on, once you've installed your Android development environment or whatever, you're gonna want to once you've downloaded the Java doc, once you've downloaded JRE, you're going to want to follow these steps, and of course after you've finished installing the ADK itself. Now, of course, I'm using Android ADK. There's also Android Studio, which uses IntelliJ IDEA, which I've used. I prefer Eclipse just because I've used Eclipse since I started programming. I've been programming for about 2 years now, and about half of that was Android. So, anyways, let's just get straight to it. So once you have installed it, once you've got your Java doc, I don't think you really even need Java doc, but I would get it just in case. You're gonna need your JRE. I got JRE 7, I believe. So yeah, if you don't have one that works, get JRE 7. Anyways, let's get down to it. What is this? Whatever. So, in this introduction tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to create your very first create your Android application project and how to set up an emulator device. So now, real quick, let's go and create our project. Now, hopefully this will take 5 more minutes, maybe even less. So you're going to want to click on Android application project. This is you don't click on Java project. That's if you're creating a Java project. Android application project. So now application name, let's just say ASDF. Why not? Here are your API levels. So you have to have at least Android 2.2 in order to use this app, and not the maximum, but it's preferred if whoever uses the app uses 4.4. You can use later, I believe, but I think it's best with 4.4. Now, let's go next. I leave this as this. You can change this if you want. I wouldn't suggest it, though. This is for your icon. Don't worry, I will teach you how to create your own icon and add it to your app. So we're going to leave that for now. And blank activity. Activity name, I'm just going to set this as that. I never even change this. You can if you want. I really wouldn't recommend it, though. But you can change the activity name because it will change the layout and fragment layout name based on that. Alright, so now if you have a correct one, then you can click finish. I can't, but I already have an app, so I'm just going to click cancel. And real quick, we're going to go over into Window. Yes, we're going to go into Window. We're going to go into, I believe, SDK Manager. There's some let's see real quick. I'm just going to let this load real quick. And now there are some things you're going to need to install. Alright. I think I'm actually going to install that later, but you're going to want to install, I believe, the SDK platform. If it isn't already there, it should be there. The system image. Basically, I think you're just going to click on 4.4.2, and you're just going to want to install this entire folder. For some reason, it's not saying that I've installed it, which is weird. And of course, also the SDK build tools. And if you really don't have this, which is bizarre, then get that. But yeah, I would just click the folder, install 7 new packages. Alright, and I just say that because you're gonna want to develop on that Android update. So you're gonna want to develop on 4.4.2. So you're gonna want to click on that SDK, and you're gonna want to do that. So let's go into the virtual device manager, which is basically when you're testing it, when you are emulating an Android device and you're testing your app. Now you're going to want to go over and you're going to want to say, I've got a couple devices here. I actually don't need this one because that was something I was doing earlier. Now I'm going to click on new. You're not gonna have any devices here, but I do. I was just testing a couple things. Now you may want to create a second device based on if you want, one for phone, one for tablet, one for Nexus 1, one for Nexus 7, whatever. I like using the Nexus 1. I think it's a good thing to work off of. So AVD name, you can set it to whatever. I'll actually just set it to device 1. No space. Target, that. We're going to leave that as that. We're going to leave the skin with dynamic hardware controls. Back camera, we're going to leave it as none. You can set to emulator or your actual webcam, but I'm just going to leave it as none. RAM, you can set to 1024 along with 64 here. But if that doesn't work, which it's bugged out for me before, so if that doesn't work, then just leave it as 512 and 32. Internal storage, and I'll show you how to edit this if you need to come back. SD card and internal storage, totally up to you. I don't even use this, so we're going to click OK. And now, of course, if you want to run with it, you're probably gonna have to click device 1, and you're gonna click start. And then once you've done that once, you should be able to click on run. And it'll say, how do you want to run this app? You're just gonna want to say Android device or as an Android application. Don't run it as a Java applet or anything as an Android application. Now, let's continue. If you want to edit it, you click on edit, and there we go. All the options that we had when we were creating it are still there. I'm going to delete it just because I like using my default _21. And there we go. That is the basic setup, and of course you do need to install it along with JRE and JDK before you even get to here. But this was the setup just once you get to here. Now in my next tutorial I'm going to be covering buttons. This video was probably a lot longer than it needed to be, or than I said, 5 to 20 minutes. But I really but no introduction like this is going to be small. Even if I want to make it 5 minutes, it's impossible to make this video 5 minutes without doing at least a bit of commentary. Anyways, please comment and subscribe. I hope you liked it. Any comments, concerns, suggestions, anything, just leave it in the comment section below. And of course, in the description, I will have a link to the Eclipse SDK and the IntelliJ one. I don't know how to set up with the IntelliJ one, but once you set it up, it'll work effectively the same way as the Eclipse version. I suggest the Eclipse version, but that's, again, totally up to you. So both those links will be in the description, and thanks for watching.